Hello everybody, what is going on? It is Slayer Invest here, and today I'm going to be talking about my stock pick for the week. So hopefully I'm going to be making this a daily series, not a daily series, but a weekly series where every week I pick a stock where I'm just going to be shedding some light on it, basically talking about the company and just what I like about it, what I dislike about it, the competition, and its future outlook. So the first stock I'm going to pick this week for the week of February 15th, it is the morning of February 15th. It's going to be Cinedigm Corporation, ticker symbol CIDM, and we're going to be getting into it straight away here. So first we're going to jump into the price action. So I'm on TradingView here, and as you can see, we closed last Friday at right at $2 after a run up on, it looks like the 9th of February, so that would have been on like Tuesday. We ran up all the way to about 225 before we cooled off for the rest of the week. So hopefully this is just a bit of a cooling off period before it can run again some more. And then as you can see here, we had some over the last about a few weeks now, about 3 weeks now, it has run up from just about $1, already doubled that. And then if we go ahead and go to the 3-month chart, we can see an even bigger gains here all the way down. It bottomed out at about 60 cents back in late December, and since then it has absolutely exploded, over tripled in value. So this is quite a hot stock. Since December it's gone almost nothing but up. Some minimal corrections here, right about here and here and here. Hopefully it's going to bounce up and keep going. We'll see. So yeah, exactly what is Cinedigm. So you can see here on StockTwits a little bit about it here. We have 29,862 people, so we have a lot of interest in the stock, and we have the 52-week low and high. Market cap only is 330 million, so it's a pretty small company. But if you have been paying attention to the news recently, Cinedigm has recently acquired a lot of new companies. They acquired Screambox, which is horror genre and has a lot of horror movies. They've acquired Fandor, which is like indie and alternative films. So they're expanding their user base a lot, and they have major partnerships with Netflix, Hulu, Roku, things like that. So they're honestly pretty good. And if you look at just Twitter, I like looking at StockTwits and Twitter and just trying to get a gauge of how people are feeling about the stock, and then of course do some more technical, boring, quote-unquote analysis to kind of bridge those two opinions together and come up with a conclusion. So obviously people are pretty high on this stock right now. A lot of bulls on it. They think the stock has a lot of good potential. I personally see this stock could go absolutely crazy in the next few years. I see this more as a long-term hold as streaming services become more popular. So I think this is something that you could look at dollar cost averaging into your portfolio as a more of a long-term hold. So as you can see here, yeah, a lot of hype around this stock, so I think this is going to be the one for the week. They also have an earnings report coming out soon. It's not supposed to be anything too crazy, but hopefully should maybe give it a nice boost. As you can see here, we have some technical analysis, breakout close, hopefully. So yeah, there's a lot of hype around it. The earnings are, there's a lot of confusion and kind of disinformation about the earnings. I'm not exactly sure when they're coming, but they should be by the end of February. We should be getting an earnings report, and that should hopefully give it a nice boost. And we'll see where it goes from there. But honestly, this company has shown a lot of promise with its acquisitions. And it can show it can expand, and they also just had a public offering of $7 million, and they used a portion of that to pay off all the remaining debt, so they are now a debt-free company, making acquisitions left and right, expanding their library of content for its users and getting it out to more people than ever. And we see how big Netflix is and how Roku is getting, and it's going to have some competition from them. It's going to have some competition from Fubo TV. It's going to have some competition from Pluto. There's a lot of different streaming services. Disney Plus has their own thing now with a lot of their content, and so there's always going to be some competition here. But I think Cinedigm, with their acquisitions, their goal is to scoop up a lot of the forgotten part of the market. So Netflix and Roku are trying to become these big names with these everly increasing earnings reports. amounts, and they're trying to become so big that they're forgetting about these smaller investments, which might not make them the most money, but these are still billion-dollar industries. We're talking about the horror genre in itself. Screambox has an estimated international revenue of $2.1 billion, and so we can see that when you have a debt-free company that's bringing in these acquisitions, there's a lot of room for growth here, as we've seen in the last 3 months here on the price action. So I think this company has a lot of potential. I want to see it keep going more. We just got to see if we can break out of this barrier here. We capped out at about 224. And so we got to see if we can get some. We found a bit of support here at about the $1.80 mark since about the midweek of last week, and it hasn't dipped below that, and it really hasn't dipped below about $1.75 since February 4th, so almost a week and a half, 2 weeks now. This is held strong above $1.75, so if we can continue this trend with these gains and consistently keep them without these massive sell-offs and profit taking, this thing can go high. So definitely at least put this on your watch list. Maybe do a small investment. Make sure you don't invest in anything you're not willing to lose, of course. I'm not telling you to invest or not. Make sure you do your own research, but this was my stock pick of the week. Hopefully I can make this a weekly series. Every Monday morning I'll release a video of my stock pick of the week for you guys to watch out for, and at the very least put on your watch list and see how it does. See if it goes up or down. See just the movement. It's exciting. Exciting times. A lot of smaller cap stocks with just insane potential to grow in this bull market. So we got to take every advantage that we can. So yeah, guys, that was my stock pick for the week. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow the Twitter. There will be a link down in the description where you guys can stay up to date with everything that's happening in the stock market and all the moves that I'm making. So yeah, guys, make sure go ahead and follow the Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube, like the video, and I will see you guys next time.